Hello, my name is Bobbi, and I'm from Precious Memory Boxes, Junk Journaling, and I am part of Pam at Silver and Sparkles design team. And so today I thought I would just share a fun and pretty quick little project that you can do for Christmas. It's very versatile, so you can use it for a number of different things. And I've created one here. Oops, I didn't glue that down quite enough. Right there, we'll have to go back and do that. But what I've created here is like a little, you could use it to put treats in. You could use it, I've got like a playing card here. You could use it as a gift card holder. You could use it if you're creating an Advent creation, like maybe hanging them on a tree. You could use them at work, you know, like as a way to pick out, you know, if you're doing an exchange or something for Christmas, you know, whatever you want to use them for. Make them with the kids. It'd be a fun project to make with kids. Also with senior citizens, if they want to work on a project, it'd be a fun little project for them to do. So it's really simple to do. This one I embellished up quite a bit. You don't have to embellish them this much. I was just having fun creating it. But they're pretty easy to make. This was inspired by, I saw this on Laura's Handcrafted Treats and Treasures, I believe is her name. And so this was inspired by her. And I am using today from Pam, this is her collage number 6, the Old Saint Nick collage papers. And so I wanted to use them because they're so fun, and that's what is on the back of this one also. This is some just standard cardstock that I had that I wanted to do to kind of have a little bit different of a background. So I added that right there, some ribbon. So what you do is you can make these any size you want, but of course the smaller you do it, the harder it is to bend it. Also, I did use 65-pound cardstock, and I will tell you that it actually made it kind of hard to fold. So you may want to even just use like maybe 24-pound paperweight, you know, if you want to, whatever way you want to do it. But I think when I make these again, I definitely will use a lighter weight cardstock. So I'm going to make mine. This one I made 6 by 6. Let's do 7 by 7 just to see how it comes out. So I'm going to line this up, and I glued 2 pieces of the collage paper together for this one. You could glue it to a solid. You could just print on the back of it, your first sheet. That would definitely make it thinner if you did that. So, you know, just think about what color combinations you would like to have on yours and do it that way. All right, so I did 7 that direction. Let's do 7 this direction. And let's see. Trying to decide. Let's see what 7 looks like this way. What we want to cut off and what we want to save. So I'll cut off part of the tree there. Let's go this way. There's no guarantee where they'll end up anyway, so it probably doesn't matter which way we cut. All right, so I'm going to save my pieces over here to the side. All right, so there is a 7 by 7. Then what you do, let me grab like a bone folder here. You're going to take that, and so I've got this on this side and this on this side. And let's see. Okay. Trying to think how I want to fold this. So I think I'm going to make this the inside and part of this the outside. So what I'm going to do is line up these 2 corners here. Get it as straight as I possibly can. Okay. And like I said, because I used cardstock, it is going to be really thick. So I would suggest not using cardstock. When I do it again, I'm not going to use cardstock on it. Okay. So there we go. We've got that fold. And then we are going to fold back, and I'm going to kind of center this on my mat here so that I can get my fold hopefully right in the center. And then I'm going to fold this back just like that. And there you go. All right. The next thing you're going to do is we're going to fold these two corners in. You may want to have a heavier glue. I think I'll use my Fabri-Tac because it definitely is a heavier glue. I'm going to put some on this end here. You can put it all along there if you want, but it's not usually necessary. Let me wipe off the end of that. All right. There we go. All right. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to fold this up and just run it across there. Try to keep it as even as possible. Okay. And then I'm going to use my bone folder to fold it down. All right. Then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Now, if you want, I should have inked first. That one's wanting to come up, but we'll catch it here in a minute. I may actually put a staple in this since I've got this heavy cardstock. But you're going to do the same thing with this side. Run it up across here. Fold it down. Sorry if I'm getting out of view there. All right. And then we're going to fold this back down. All right. I need to fold that one a little bit more because it's not quite centered. So let's try it a little bit more. There we go. You can kind of tell when your fold comes down now, it's more centered. All right. This time, because I made this so thick, I'm going to use my stapler. And let's see. I'm not going to put any lace or anything right now, but I'm going to use that to help hold this down instead of glue. And we'll cover that up with something and you won't even see it. If you want to add one here, you can. Oh, I think I might be out of staples. Whoops, well. But you could put one here and one here also. And there, that's as simple as it gets, you guys. There's the little pocket. I'm going to go ahead and ink a little bit of it just to cover up some of the white edges you see from the cardstock. Okay. They don't have to be perfect. You know, we're just having a little fun here, making a fun way to, you know, gift something to someone. You know, a lot of times at Christmas, you'll have, you know, an extra family member or an extra friend or someone you forgot about. And you're like, you know, you want to make sure they have a gift to open too. Well, this is a great little thing you can do. You can definitely make up a couple of these and grab a few extra gift cards and put them on your tree, you know, and that way you can give something to them. And if you don't have any extras, then you have some gift cards to either re-gift to someone or you can just re-spend them. So, but it's a great way to make sure, you know, everybody's included and you have something for everyone. All right, so we got that part done. Now we just have to decide how we want to embellish it. I've got a couple cute little jingle bells here that I thought we could use. I have, let's see if I can get a hold of it. I have some twine, some baker's twine that I thought would be really cute that we could maybe put on there and add our ornaments also. I thought that would be super cute. So let's do that. On this one, I used like a lanyard punch to run that ribbon through. This time, though, I think I'll just use single hole punch. And just punch a hole. Try to center it if I can. All right. And then I'm just going to kind of, I want enough string that I can put my jingle bells on. Excuse me. And also that if you want to hang it on a tree as an ornament or a gift, you can do that. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is tie my jingle bells on here, and hopefully they will cooperate. These have a pretty good size hole for you to pull the string through. So let's go ahead and we'll do one, and then we'll feed that through our thing here. Okay, and I'll go ahead and do this type of loop. Okay, and then trying to get that up on the center if I can. There we go. And then I'm going to tie my other jingle bell on there. There's always one end that does not want to cooperate. Whoops, I pulled it out. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie this. All right, make sure our jingle bell won't come off. No. Now we can hang those there. I didn't really leave myself a way to hang it on the tree, did I? So I'm trying to decide, do I want to use the same ribbon, or do I want to introduce yellow in here? Because I'm thinking about putting yellow or maybe the red again. There is some yellow in this one, but I think it ended up more on the inside. Do we want to use some more of this here? That almost seems too clashy. Let's see what I have. Maybe I have a thin, like lace that we can use. Let me see what I have. Okay, this might work. It's kind of a bright white. Let's see if I can find a not so bright one. Oh, there it is. I knew I had it. It just fell down below me. You guys ever have that happen? You get something underneath you. It falls down while you're in the middle of trying to do something with it. Okay, yes, I like that much better. So let's take our Fabri-Tac. We'll come back up here and decide what we want to use. I got distracted now by the side here. Okay. So we're going to add some lace right here, because this collage paper to me even has kind of like a retro vibe to it. It looks more vintage, maybe not retro, but vintage. And I just absolutely love and adore to use lace on my projects. So, all right, let that stick down for a moment. Then we'll do this side. All right, and if you had stapled this, this would be a great way to cover it up. Of course, you know, you can use these as gifts, but you can also use these in your journals if you want, just for something fun way to embellish your journals also. Let me hold that down for just a moment. All right, so we're going to have our jingle bells right there. Let's see. Anything else we want to add to this? We need to add, maybe, trying to decide if we want lace or more string. Maybe some lace to bring the lace in at the top. We'll just put some lace on there as a way to hang it on the tree. And I'm just going to give it a quick little tie here at the top. I can keep my fingers from not being making it too large. Okay, let's see if I can pull it up a little bit. There we go. All right, so we got our tie and our little lace string to hold it in place. And then I think we need a little something right there. Oh, I also forgot, in this kit, there's 10 pages altogether, and there are also some tags. So I was thinking, if you wanted to use it in your journal, you could definitely use these tags. You could cut all these out, gift this to a crafty friend. I think there's like 9 or 12 tags, and gift it to a crafty friend to use as tags on their Christmas gifts if they want. But you could also just tie it on here and, you know, put the name of whoever you're planning to give it to for Christmas. So there's so many different ways you can use this. There are definitely some more, let's see, in the kit. I've kind of got it cut up here, but here's those other tags I was telling you about. And then some more collage paper. I think there's about at least 6 collage papers, if I remember right. There is also these wonderful larger tags. And look at that strip there. And then, oh, wouldn't that little, I wonder, he looks too big though. Wouldn't that little dog, we might have to try to cut him out and see if he will fit right there. He is so cute. Then you've also got some circles and ovals. And here is some more washi strips. So this kit, oh, and I forgot about this page, like a background page. So you could even use this as a background page and copy on the other side one of the collage pages. And then, you know, you have that already covered as far as the inside and the outside. Let's see if we can cut out our little dog here. If it doesn't take me too long. I won't try to make him super close, but he would be so cute on our little gift holder. I'm just calling it kind of a gift tag holder, but it can be a treat holder, it can be a money holder, it can be an ephemera holder, so it can be a Christmas ornament, so it can be used in so many different ways. All right, let's see if he'll fit. He's a little big, but maybe we can make him work. Let me ink around him real quick, just so he looks a little more vintage. Okay, and I think I'm going to glue him on about right there. And let's see, this time we'll use our Bearly Arts glue. I'm just going to put a nice amount on there. All right, there we go. So thank you very much for joining me today, and have a Merry Christmas. Bye.